got a little bit of grease in it from the last thing we cooked. It's going to have a lot more than that after I chop up this bacon into small bite-sized pieces and scatter it all over the bottom. We're going to cook up the bacon first, let it brown up real good, and add some sausage to that. Once the meat's done, we're going to add some potatoes. Let them potatoes cook up. And you just have to wait and see on the rest. And throw it in the pan. That's all there is to it. Well, this is just a standard 12-inch Dutch oven. And this tripod actually came from Ace Hardware, I believe. They make 2 or 3 different ones, and there was a $50 one at Gainer Mountain, and it's probably about that tall. It's not much taller. I think that this one serves me just fine. It was half that price at Ace Hardware, and it was only just a little bit shorter, but it has, I've never actually felt like I needed more height than what I've got. So our fire is a little bit hotter than we need at this point, but we'll just kind of check it pretty regular. We're using the Dutch oven at this point just as a skillet, a hanging skillet, if you will. Since it's all I'm doing at this point is browning this bacon. And I'll add some sausage here in a minute once that browns up a little bit more. It doesn't have to cook all the way before you brown the before you put the sausage in. Just get it a little browned up. I might have to pull it up off the heat a little bit. Alright, so our bacon's browned up a little bit. It's not necessary to chop all this up. We're just going to stick it in there and brown it. So squeeze your sausage. Yeah, I said it. Right on in there. Doesn't that look beautiful? Alright.
Nice landing.
There's your beef log. Just gonna make it chunk up a little bit. I think we're gonna pull it off the heat a little on the hot side. We can wait a second and get this mashed up here. Alright. Try not to let it stick. Alright, go ahead and pull it up a little bit, Clint, if you would. Probably go up about 4 lengths. That cast iron's so hot. Got it? Alright. Thank you, sir. Just turn that sausage so it doesn't stick. And once this sausage browns up real good, we'll probably pour some of this grease out of here and get started on the potatoes. And you're going to want to slow their cook down a little bit whenever you're doing the potatoes. It's going to naturally slow down anyway, but because potatoes take a while. But you definitely don't want this stuff sticking in the bottom while you're trying to get your potatoes cooked. So you pull it off the heat a little bit and let it slow down a little bit. That's looking good, doesn't it? Looks real good. Alright. Alright. I've got just a bag of potatoes here. Frozen potatoes, diced potatoes. Any diced potatoes will do, but I like these that have the bell peppers and onion in it. I'm just going to add that in. This, you see our bacon and sausage is ground up nicely. And you can add this in frozen, it doesn't hurt. This whole process is going to slow down now. You probably spend, now that you got these taters in here, mix them up, it's probably going to take another 30 minutes before you add your eggs. Just mix them around real good so you can get some browning on the bottom. You're going to stir this quite a few times throughout the process. You might let it sit 5 minutes, 10 minutes at a time, depending on how hot your fire is. And then turn it over again so you get some nice browning on those potatoes. Alright, let's see what we got here. How long would you say these potatoes have been on, Jay? I hadn't really been keeping the time, I've just been kind of watching it.
At least 15 minutes.
At least 15 minutes. And they're about ready. I've just been turning them every 5 minutes or so, making sure nothing's sticking to the bottom. And I think we're ready to add some eggs. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to crack some eggs in here. And you can, on this you can just add as many as you feel like. I think I've got about 5 or 6 to add. And more or less just cover it. You don't have to stir it necessarily right off the bat. Just pour them over the top. Let it sit for a few minutes on the fire. And they'll start to firm up a little bit, and then you go in and stir it after they firmed up a touch. You turn them at that point, or you could avoid turning it at all if you want. I think there's enough heat in there that they'll cook through without having to turn it. But I think I'll turn mine after they. We got our eggs in there. They've been cooking up for probably about 5 minutes, and they are almost done. Got coals on the top of the Dutch oven this time to kind of get more heat from the top. And that lid is mighty hot. Alright, let's see what we got. That gum is hot. The eggs are cooked up. I think we can go ahead and throw our cheese in there. Set it back over the fire for about 5 minutes, just long enough for the cheese to melt up good, and it'll be ready to eat. We need some more mouths, that's the problem. We got more food than we got faces. May have been a little premature there. One more. This is just a cheddar. You can use whatever cheese you want. I just happen to like cheddar, cheddar jack, something like that. You could use a pepper jack, I think would be really good too, but since we got spicy sausage in here, I think just a cheddar would be really good. You just want to kind of cover it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And well, since we only got a little bit more cheese in here, I'm going to finish it off. Put the lid on there, put it back over the fire. As soon as it's melted, it's ready to eat. Oh, I just pulled the Dutch oven off the fire there. I'm fixing to take all these coals off the top, but I'll give you a peek inside here. This is really hot. There it is. About ready to eat. About to try the first bite here with Cowboy hash. I'd call that a success. That's very good. Extremely good. So much so that I'm going to stop talking now. Signing off.